Been here before. This, we won't have to. This goes down and around. Positive. This is where I looped the KDX 200. The line's pretty good if you can hit it uphill right there, but gotta have speed. That's all right. I bet Cole is every bit as comfortable. I would probably have it running through there. You might need a little power. Yep, aim for that trench. Let it roll a little though. That's okay. Awesome. Whew. Well, you know, he had said that he needed to break in his rear brake, so here you go. Could have just yeeted off right here real hard. You've been fine. Y'all having your bikes turned off. What the fuck's going on? A little bit of power goes a long way sometimes. Yeah. Good. Or not. Sorry. I'll help you out there.
That's too tall for me.
What the fuck? Like, you're like 6 inches taller than I am. So this is right here. My video where I loop Hermit's KDX. This is where I looped it. All the way backwards onto myself and back onto the trail. Oh, it goes down, so we don't have to come back up this. Yeah, it's okay. Hermit didn't want to go up it either, and I was like, I want to give it a shot. I broke his handlebars so bad too. I broke the mount that holds it to the triple clamp. Good afternoon, YouTube. Welcome to Fairface Sail Productions. So, we're still out here doing ramp party things, and you know, just had like, yeah, inspiration, another idea. I don't know. So my topic is, you know, people feeling down in the sport, or maybe they're not having the best day. You know, like sometimes people get out here and they're out riding in general, I suppose, and just not feeling it. You know, you're like a little off. You're not feeling the flow. That's okay. A little slidey there. So Lance was kind of talking about it a little bit, where he's just feeling a little bit off, and Ford's kind of feeling the same because I think he hasn't been out for a little while, so coming back to it. But made me think about my times riding this stuff out here where I just constantly felt overwhelmed, where I never really got better for a while. I felt like that I spent like I didn't ride enough. That was part of the problem, but I felt like I just wasn't getting better. I was always the burden to the group, and maybe I should just get rid of my bike. I'm just not cut out for doing this. So Lance is kind of talking about a little bit where, you know, he's feeling just kind of not with it today, and some talks about selling the 500, which I know he won't. This stuff at the end of the day is very unique, and how we do it and how we have fun is awesome. So I know Lance has had some falls and things, so you know that can be kind of discouraging, where you know you've either kind of hurt yourself a little bit or you constantly feel overwhelmed, and I really hope he sticks with it. You know, that I like riding with the guy. He's real cool. I'm sure he'll watch this later. So it's definitely more at my speed for people that I enjoy riding with. So you know, hey, more power to you, man. Like, you're doing great. I would say think about all the people that are your age or younger that can't do this or refuse to do this because either the shape they're in or they just think they can't do it. So you're kind of doing something cool, I think. And that's my main premise is, you know, stick with this stuff, have fun, and when you're having a hard time, look to your buddies to bring you back up. Like, hey, I'm just really sucking, I'm not feeling it. And when people are out with you and they're not feeling the greatest about what they're doing, adjust your ride accordingly. You know, I was planning to do a red today, and I don't think I'm going to do that. So, you know, if people are not in their best frame of mind, sometimes it's better to do some more chill stuff for the day and kind of encourage them and have fun, and encourage them, have fun, do things that aren't going to piss them off more in the sport. Because when somebody's already having not a good day, if you take them down real hard stuff, they're just going to, you know, you get to that, fuck it, like, I hate everything, you know? Like, you don't want to ride anymore, you're just exhausted, and maybe you've dropped the bike a few times. Yeah, you get to that point, and then when you're done for the day, they feel terrible. Like, I felt that way numerous times, riding with different groups, and there was a time where I tried to sell my DRZ, and it was a real bad time in the market, probably like 6 years ago maybe, and nobody wanted it, so I was just like, oh well, guess I'll keep doing it, and we just kind of kept getting out, and I finally got out of that funk. Once I did, nothing makes me happier than to come out here and enjoy this stuff. But it can be real hard on your body in the early days, even if you're a more fit individual. I think doing this stuff is just one of those things, man. Like, you've got to really think about what you're doing and stick with it. Only you can learn, and only you can quit. Don't quit. You'll regret it. You'll look back on it and be like, I should have never stopped doing that. Me personally, I've always been made fun of as being the slow, crappy rider. Like, from YouTube to real life, you know, I've heard what people say about me or think about me, and that's okay. You know, people have talked shit about me, and that's really gotten me down at different points. YouTube can be brutal for that, where they're, you know, like, hey, you suck, maybe you shouldn't do this. Like, you've been riding for how many years and you still can't do this? Like, all those things. I'm a slow learner. People think I'm real dumb sometimes, and that's partially true. I'm a slow learner. Partially it's that I don't get out to ride enough, and I know it. So in the last couple of years, I think I've kind of tailored myself to just stick to easier stuff and you know, build some skills that I never had, instead of taking the hardest trails that I can always find, or going out with Mark and the more experienced riders, and just getting my butt beat, you know. So this has been a great time for me, where I feel pretty good this year. I got some bikes that I really enjoy. Working on some projects. We got some new business stuff going, and getting out here has been a great stress relief from some of the things that have happened in my life recently. So without it, I think I'd be worse off. This is a great outlet for a lot of things in a very healthy way. Another thing, don't be afraid to, if you're having a hard day or somebody in your group's having a hard time, take some more longer breaks. You know, do some stuff. I don't think I've taken really long breaks today, but I've definitely, you know, I like to take breaks anyway. You know, us dual sport vloggers, man, we don't, we like to bullshit, you know? We probably spend just as much time talking as we do riding. But that's okay. I sometimes prefer that some days, you know? But I think I'm going to end this video out saying that stick with the sport. Stick with what you're doing and stick with what you're doing and keep learning. Look at every experience out as a learning opportunity and for conditioning your body more and more. It gets easier and easier as you ride. You know, you'll stop grabbing the handlebars so tight, you'll stop locking up the brakes so much, and as that all comes together, it'll be probably some of the most rewarding things that I've had out here riding this stuff. You know, this is the kind of stuff we come out to ride and enjoy, and as unique and challenging as this sport is, look at my older videos. Look at where I came from and how bad I was. Literally, my channel kind of plots a course of when I first learned how to ride a bike to now, and it's been a slow journey, but I wouldn't trade it for anything.